gentilmente usate la chat in basso per farmi sapere se è tutto ok, in modo da capire prima di iniziare la nostra live. Perfetto, grazie Luca. Un'altra piccolo trucco tecnico: per non coprire le slide potete spostare il riquadro in cui mi visualizzate cliccando la piccola freccia all'interno, così appunto verrà spostata a lato e non coprirà le slide. Ciao Giorgio, grazie mille. Ok, allora siamo leggermente in ritardo, scusateci. Ora farò una piccola presentazione di chi siamo, ELAB, e poi passerò la parola ai nostri rappresentanti delle università. Karen dalla Brunel University of London, parlerà per prima, eccola lì, e poi passeremo la parola a Jonathan dalla University of Portsmouth.
Ciao, buonasera.
Molto bene, allora se avrete delle domande potete già scriverle, se preferite in inglese faciliteremo la mia collega Magda che poi prenderà possesso della Q&A situation, però vi avverto che risponderemo a tutte, ecco Magda, risponderemo a tutte le domande alla fine della presentazione in modo da non creare confusione. Ok, allora innanzitutto io mi chiamo Elisa, lavoro per ELAB Studiare all'Estero. Ora vi racconterò la storia di ELAB. ELAB nasce come fondazione Student for Student nel 2010 in Polonia. Nel corso degli anni diventa un'agenzia che aiuta oltre 1000 studenti a mandare la domanda di ammissione per l'università. Ha aperto poi uffici a Milano, recentemente anche a Londra in Inghilterra. Proprio l'anno scorso abbiamo vinto un premio come migliore nuova agenzia in Europa, per cui siamo molto orgogliosi di questo. Abbiamo oltre 100 università partner, più di 30 mentor, con i quali aiutiamo gli studenti appunto a creare la domanda di ammissione, tutte le varie documentazioni necessarie, e abbiamo anche più di 38 consulenti che appunto aiutano gli studenti a trovare l'università e il corso perfetto per loro. Questi sono i nostri 3 uffici, appunto uno in Polonia, uno in Italia e uno in Inghilterra. Anche se adesso siamo tutti a casa, ovviamente. Questi sono i nostri servizi, aiutiamo con gli studenti a fare domanda di ammissione per le scuole superiori, per chi magari preferisce fare il liceo appunto all'estero. Abbiamo moltissime scuole partner sia in Inghilterra che in America. Aiutiamo anche soltanto chi vuole fare un anno o un semestre, sempre in Inghilterra o in America. Poi il motivo per cui siamo qua: aiutiamo gli studenti a fare domande di ammissione per lauree triennali oppure magistrali. Abbiamo dei corsi individuali di inglese, solitamente per chi è nelle vicinanze di Milano e Bergamo li facciamo nei nostri uffici, che appunto perché sono corsi one-to-one con insegnanti madrelingua. A causa di questa situazione li abbiamo tramutati in corsi online, però comunque sono corsi molto validi per chi vuole conseguire una certificazione IELTS o Cambridge, oppure anche un business English per chi lavora. Poi abbiamo anche vacanze studio per i più piccolini fino a 17 anni, abbiamo vacanze con anche delle attività extra e non solo corsi di lingua inglese, mentre invece per i più grandi abbiamo dei semplici corsi di inglese, e le destinazioni possibili sono sempre Inghilterra, Stati Uniti o Canada. Una piccola spiegazione del sistema educativo in Inghilterra, ovviamente per quanto riguarda l'istruzione superiore. In Inghilterra c'è la possibilità di accedere a un anno chiamato Foundation Year, ovvero anno zero. È un anno propedeutico che agevola l'introduzione alla carriera universitaria, ed è creato apposta per chi magari è ancora in quarta e vuole iniziare l'università prima, quindi sostituisce l'anno di quinta con questo anno di Foundation Year, che poi accede direttamente al primo anno universitario, di conseguenza senza il diploma. Poi ovviamente questo anno di Foundation Year è anche per chi semplicemente preferisce introdurre comunque le lezioni universitarie in un modo un po' più soft, perché magari ha qualche problema con la lingua o vorrebbe prima dare uno sguardo alle materie universitarie, ed è sia per lauree triennali che per lauree master, anche magari per chi ha conseguito una laurea non relativa della materia per cui vorrebbe fare un master. Il foundation year è proprio fatto apposta per questo. Poi ovviamente le lauree di primo livello, che possono durare dai 3 ai 4 anni nel caso in cui ci sia un placement year, ovvero un anno in cui lo studente può partire e fare un anno di internship, ovviamente curriculare, però comunque è una bellissima esperienza per poter appunto avere più opportunità anche a livello lavorativo. Poi i master solitamente in Inghilterra durano un anno in base al tipo di corso che si sceglie. Alcuni corsi di master, magari di ricerca, durano un po' di più. Le deadline differiscono in base al corso e al tipo di livello per cui si fa domanda. Per i corsi, ad esempio medicina veterinaria, per cui è necessario fare un esame d'ingresso, la deadline ufficiale è il 15 ottobre dell'anno precedente, quindi per chi voleva iniziare medicina a settembre 2020 la scadenza era il 18 ottobre del 2019. Per tutti gli altri corsi la scadenza ufficiale è il 15 gennaio, ma non vuol dire che non si può più mandare domanda per l'ingresso a settembre. È sempre possibile, le università hanno ancora posti, semplicemente bisogna cercare di muoversi, perché comunque le università possono sempre terminare i posti e quindi non poter accettare più studenti. Per quanto riguarda i master, invece, non c'è un'effettiva scadenza. Alcuni corsi sul sito magari la specificano, dipende molto spesso dalle università, però di solito anche lì accettano studenti finché non esauriscono i posti. I requisiti. I requisiti differiscono per corso e anche qui per tipo di livello per il quale si vuole fare domanda. Per le lauree triennali i requisiti sono un diploma, ovviamente per chi non ce l'ha ancora basta inserire un voto previsto per l'esame di maturità, un certificato di inglese. Per le triennali il voto minimo previsto è un 6.0 IELTS, una lettera motivazionale che dovete scrivere voi in lingua inglese, una lettera di referenze scritta da un vostro professore, e poi per alcuni corsi può essere richiesto un'aggiunta di un lavoro personale. Ad esempio per corsi artistici è richiesto molto spesso un portfolio, oppure per alcuni corsi magari più scientifici viene richiesto che voi proveniate da una scuola più scientifica. Ad esempio Biomedical Science richiede che voi abbiate 2/3 materie scientifiche nella vostra pagella. Per quanto riguarda invece master, i requisiti differiscono, ovvero richiedono la laurea, un diploma di laurea. Il certificato di inglese è un po' più alto, parte da un 6.5 IELTS. Le lettere di referenze sono 2 in questo caso, da 2 professori oppure da un datore di lavoro e da un professore, e poi è richiesto anche il transcript dei vostri esami e il curriculum, solitamente. I costi per gli studi. In Inghilterra tutte le università pubbliche hanno un costo fisso, ovvero di 9.250 sterline all'anno, mentre invece i master differiscono da università a corso, partono da 5.000 sterline fino ad un massimo di 31.000. Per chi non lo sapesse, in Inghilterra c'è la possibilità di ottenere un finanziamento da parte del governo britannico. Questo finanziamento, per quanto riguarda le triennali o foundation year, il governo britannico dà direttamente i soldi all'università, quindi prettamente lo studente non vede un centesimo, nel senso che gli viene anticipato per lui la retta di tutti gli anni scolastici, che poi andrà a restituire una volta che inizierà a lavorare e a guadagnare più di una certa cifra all'anno. Per quanto riguarda invece master, il prestito è solitamente di 10.906 sterline. In questo caso i soldi vengono dati direttamente allo studente, in modo che se il master dovesse costare di meno, la parte restante può fare quello che vuole, mentre invece se il master dovesse costare di più, deve ovviamente aggiungere la parte mancante. Questo prestito è rilasciato a tutti gli studenti europei che fanno domanda per un corso universitario in Inghilterra. va restituito appunto dopo che si inizia a lavorare. Nel caso in cui non si riesce a restituire entro 30 anni, si estingue in automatico. Abbiamo quasi finito la piccola presentazione. Qua è una piccola slide con voti, diciamo, con i costi più medi della vita in Inghilterra. Dipende ovviamente dalla città, gli alloggi costano da 80 sterline a settimana in su, città come Londra ovviamente sono più costose, il vitto dipende molto da voi e i trasporti, alcune città costano 60 sterline al mese, mentre invece altre costano un po' di più. La Totum Extra Card ve l'abbiamo scritta appunto come consiglio, poiché è una carta che dà molte agevolazioni agli studenti, perché ha molti sconti appunto riservati per chi studia in Inghilterra. Il lavoro, molti studenti ci chiedono se è possibile conciliare lavoro e studio, ovviamente sì, molto spesso sono proprio le università ad aiutare gli studenti a cercare un lavoro part-time, che possa essere dallo staff del bar, oppure addetti ai negozi, tutor per studenti più piccoli, addetti alla biblioteca, insomma è ovviamente possibile lavorare mentre si studia. Perché studiare all'estero? Beh, studiare all'estero dà tantissime opportunità e può migliorare la lingua, vi dà un miglior biglietto da visita per il mondo del lavoro, vi dà opportunità per viaggiare, poiché oltre a studiare all'estero è un primo viaggio, comunque vi darà tantissimi modi per poter spostarvi. Poi ovviamente diventerete più indipendenti, poiché vi dovrete gestire da soli molto spesso, quindi dovrete imparare ad essere più indipendenti, magari anche a gestire i soldi, perché comunque lavorare può aiutarvi a non pesare sulla famiglia, però comunque dovete imparare anche voi a capire come gira un po' il mondo a livello economico, diciamo. Poi ovviamente vi farete tantissimi amici internazionali e ultimo ma non importante, in Inghilterra l'insegnamento è molto molto più pratico. Qui sappiamo tutti come viene praticato l'insegnamento a scuola, ovvero teorico, mentre invece in Inghilterra l'insegnamento è molto più pratico. Questi sono i nostri contatti, vi consiglio di seguirci sui nostri social. Adesso passo la parola alla rappresentante della Brunel University London, Karen, che vi parlerà del corso di ingegneria per il quale siamo qui. Se avete domande non esitate a scriverle in chat, ci vediamo più tardi, io ho finito. Ciao Karen, hi Karen, when you want, okay?
Thank you. So, hi everyone, and thank you for attending today's webinar. Obviously, firstly, I hope your families and friends and yourself, obviously, are doing well during these difficult times. My presentation today will give you an overview of Brunel University, so you can discover more about it, and our engineering courses. We are still working towards a September intake, but obviously in light of COVID and the changes that are happening, we are reviewing the possibilities and flexibilities, whether we start in the September time, defer our places till October, or whether we do online learning. So the presentation today just covers over us working towards a September intake. Okay, so let's get started. Brunel actually is named after Isambard Kingdom Brunel, who was a famous British engineer in the UK. We were established in 1966, and it's to provide education that combined the theoretical knowledge and the skills to hit the ground running in the real world. So that meant with working with businesses and industries, to design and develop courses that produced graduates who knew their subject well and had the work experience ready and well prepared in the workplace. So obviously moving with the times, this ethos is still embedded in our courses and in the university today. Here's just a few subject rankings under the engineering department. As you see that we're first in London for student satisfaction for engineer, aerospace and electronic and electrical engineering. second in the mechanical engineering, and so forth. So where is Brunel? Brunel is located in the west of London. We are 15 minutes away from Heathrow Airport, and our local town is called Uxbridge. Uxbridge has the shopping centres and the bars and the restaurants, cinema, nightclub, but we're only a 5-minute bus ride away from our campus to Uxbridge. However, you can get the London Underground into central London within 45 minutes. So what I usually say to students is it's not as hectic as central London where we are, being West London, but it is cheaper to live where we are. So, and I'll talk about the accommodation prices in a moment. Welcome to Brunel. This is our campus. So we are a campus-based university. That means that everything's on the one site. So not only are your lectures, the library, medical centre, sports facilities, coffee shops and places to eat, and the laboratory spaces for the engineering students. You know, everything's on that one space, as well as your accommodation. So it's a really nice community feel about the place. With all the clubs and societies that are going on, it's just a really nice, lively, vibrant campus. However, 5 minutes bus ride away, you can be in Uxbridge Town Centre and 45 minutes into central London. So for our accommodation, we have 4,500 rooms on campus. They're divided between ensuite, standard and studio flats. The accommodation is guaranteed for your first years of study. You can apply for accommodation in your second and your final year. However, priority is always given to the first year students. And our tenancy agreement does cover the vacation period. So at Christmas and Easter, you don't need to vacate the rooms there. So it's a good opportunity, as I say, to live on campus, study on campus in that one place. Now, I was saying about cheaper living costs. So our standard rooms are around about £115 per week, whereas some of our ensuite rooms are varying between £152 and £160 per week. So the facilities that we have at the university, we do boast the world-class sports facilities, and partly thank you to the gentleman there you see on the left-hand side, Usain Bolt, who's the Olympic athlete, sprinter. He used our university as his training ground, not only for the Olympics in 2012, but he also came back a few years later for the London Games. We also have a 2.5 million worth of UEFA football pitches and facilities, and obviously the competition athletics track. Brunel also has one of the best sporting reputations in the country and has produced many Olympic champions. Not only this, on site we have a great sports gym, tennis and rugby pitches, and a members gym. And then we have our up-to-date technology, the lab spaces, equipments, you know, so for instance, a couple of examples in aerospace engineering, you have access to the computer labs, supersonic and subsonic wind tunnels, full motion engineering flight simulator. For design, we have the modern facilities with dedicated studio spaces, metal machinery, digital sketching, CAD modeling, and 3D printers. And just one other example is in digital design. We've invested the state-of-the-art digital media production facilities, and that includes the green screen studio, motion capture, sound and photographic studios, as well as 4D video cameras, etc. You also at the university have access to our award-winning professional development centre, which helps students with part-time work, work placements and entrepreneurship support. And then our library obviously has the assistive technology, digital resources, 24 opening hours opening time during the term time. And then we have the special collections of subject-specific librarians who help our students with digital and information literacy. With our Brunel Language Centre, you have that free support for their services. So if you want additional support, whether it's in your presentation skills or your academic writing skills, they're there to help and support you. And they also offer free modern languages. So if you want to take up classes, whether it's Arabic, whether it's Mandarin, or learn another European language, you can sign up to those. I think that's probably one of the reasons why we were voted top 10 in London for the student satisfaction. I think it's our location, it's to do with our campus, one campus university, all the facilities that we actually have to offer as well. So on to our engineering courses. So as you can see, we have so many subject areas available there. So we offer it in our College of Engineering, Design and Physical Sciences, and we offer at undergraduate and postgraduate level. For our undergraduate degree programs, they are 3-year degree programs, but we do also offer a 4-year MEng program. But we also offer work placement in all those subjects. For the undergraduate students as well, is that there's an opportunity to do a study abroad during second year, whether it's in Europe or whether it's in the USA. For our computer science students, you can choose a pathway from your second year. So it's a general first year program. Then you could focus on whether it's artificial intelligence, digital media and games, network computing, or even software engineering. Then for our master's programs, they're all 1-year degree programs. However, all courses have the September start. However, some of our master's programs, as you can see here on the right-hand side, do offer a January start by distance learning only. And that's what DL means, is distance learning. I guess finally to mention on our courses is that we have accreditation for many of the courses. So an example of that would be our aerospace engineering course has a Royal Aeronautics Society and Institution of Mechanical Engineers. And our chemical engineering courses are pioneer programs recently developed in line with the Institution of Chemical Engineers and accreditation guidelines to meet industry needs. There are a couple of examples of accreditations there. So in the UK, you may be familiar or not, so it's just that we study in a wide range of ways. So you do have your traditional lectures that give you the overview, I guess, key concepts and ideas. You have the lab work, which is very crucial. It helps you develop and understand technical and research skills using methods and techniques introduced in lectures. So, for example, you have a gentleman here with a mini robot. All first-year students are given this mini robot. So what you're doing when you're learning in your classroom, in your lectures about programming, you've got something visual and equipment that you're working with to see that it's working correctly and what you're doing correctly. We also have in our motorsport engineering department, we have a Brunel Racing student team that you can be part of every year. And they compete in the Formula student competitions every year. And with TT Zero Electric motorcycle racing on the Isle of Man. And a new team initiative is the development of Formula student electric racing cars. So it's very exciting whilst you're studying there. Every student gets a personal tutor. So you have one-to-one with assist with your personal objectives, progress, and individual development. And then that combines with external speakers that form part of your professional development. So all students then complete a final year dissertation or do a project work. So some of you might write an extended essay, and some may design and make a product which can be pitched to industry. But you are taught by the people who write the journals and the textbooks you're learning from. Briefly, here's the entry requirements we have. This is based on our mechanical, electrical and civil engineering program. So the de facto, we look for 80% overall, including grade 8 in mathematics and grade 8 in another science subject, so whether it's biology, chemistry or physics. And then we would look for an IELTS of 6 overall, with no less than the 5.5 in any section. But we do accept other English language qualifications as well. Then for postgraduate level, again, it's checking out on the website specific requirements, but as a guideline, it is 84 out of your 110 in your degree program. And again, the same IELTS requirement is required. If you don't meet the minimum English language requirements, or you wish to do a foundation year or do a pre-masters in the first instance, we have links with our college, LBIC. They are based at Brunel. You would sign up to them. You would be taught with Brunel lecturers. You'll have access to all the Brunel facilities. The only difference is that you are being taught for your pathway program with them, and then you transfer on to Brunel. But as you can see, the pass marks are very high, so you're more than likely to be successful there. Briefly, careers in your future. I mean, it's key for us. One of our ethos is we want to get you ready to work, and we want you to be successful in your career chosen path. So we have great links with industries through our professional development centre. So some key names that you see here, obviously we're close to Heathrow Airport, so very good links with like British Airways, BAE, and different places like that. And again, you can see with our design, digital design, mechanical engineering. So we have great links with everywhere. So the Professional Development Centre. So if you'd like to work whilst you study, we do have a job shop on campus that offers jobs that you can apply for on campus or in the local area. So for us, we recommend students work no more than 15 hours a week during the term time, just so you can get your work-life studies balance right. You also have dedicated careers advisor that help support you whilst you're looking for job opportunities. So they'll work with you with your CV writing, interview techniques, and prepare you ready for the workplace. And that's the same with the placement officers as well. They, again, will support you in finding and securing that placement in your third year. Then every year we do have a careers, placement and part-time works fair. And it gives you an opportunity to meet with industries. And there's also opportunities to exhibit your projects at annual showcases that the engineering department run and they offer, as well as industry-sponsored competitions. So briefly summarising for our placement team, so over 95% of our courses at undergraduate level offer the work placement option. You get really good support and free of charge support in our careers advisors with the coaching, mentoring and networking. Great links with industries, and because the careers advisors know the companies, they work closely with the companies, you know, they know what they're looking for students. So they're more than likely be able to, or you're more likely to be successful in those. And it's great that we were voted 5th best career service in the country, and that was voted for by students. So yes, it's about studying hard and, work hard, have some fun as well. We have over 150 different clubs and societies that you can partake in whilst you're studying. So whether it's traditional sports, whether it's societies, whether you want to try out something new, or whether you want a more leisurely pastime like, choir practice, pottery or painting, definitely sign up to those courses. It makes the whole experience of being at university. And the thing is, like Brunel, we are an international diverse community. You are making friends, from all over the world. We have students from over 110 different countries. We have over 152 different nationalities, and they're friends for life. So briefly on scholarships, I definitely recommend you check out our website because there are different scholarships available. Make sure you check the deadline dates and your eligibility there. And obviously, in light of COVID-19, we care about you. We care about our inquiries, applicants, students, as well as the staff. So if the website there has a list of questions and answers, if your question isn't there, just email the team. They will respond to you. And finally, from me, definitely connect with us. We're through all different ways. So we did have our virtual open day yesterday. So there are links there. So if you want to rewatch or any of the presentations, which there are course specific presentations happening, or you can get in touch with our friendly Italian student advisors, ambassadors that study at the university. So you can ask them all student questions, and then check out social media, whichever preference you prefer, or our website, or definitely get in touch with eLab. They are great. They know the UK universities, they know us, they know the requirements in the education system. They're great in supporting you, and I totally believe in what they're doing. And obviously, remember, don't stop your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Molto bene, ora passiamo la parola a Jonathan della University of Portsmouth. Jonathan, are you there? Eccoti qua.
Can you see me clearly? Tutto a posto? Tutto bene?
Inizia quando vuoi, ok?
Sorry?
You can start whenever you want, ok?
Excellent. Thank you. So, hi, good afternoon. Buonasera a tutti. Grazie mille per venire. And it's a pleasure to share a bit of time with you all this evening. I assume some of you here, maybe you've applied to Portsmouth, maybe you've applied to other universities, or maybe you're still considering applying to the UK for September, or maybe for further in the future. So this is a great first step for some people. For some people, it's more of a follow-up, and that's great. And I'm really pleased that you guys are here. So thanks for joining us. I'm going to talk a little bit about the city of Portsmouth, some of the main statistics, what we have to offer, the way we work at the University of Portsmouth as well. A little bit more about our engineering course portfolio, and then we'll wrap it up and we'll take questions, okay? So, Portsmouth is found on the south coast of the UK, right in the middle. It's just below London. We actually have a direct train that goes to London in just over an hour. So we're very lucky to have it on our doorstep. But Portsmouth is its own city with its own identity. It's a separate city from London. And yeah, as I said, we're on the south coast by the sea. Personally, from my own point of view, I've lived in Portsmouth for 7 years now. I'm not from Portsmouth. I'm from the very north, where you can see Newcastle in the northeast. I'm from around that area, but I've been down here 7 years now, studying, working, and representing the university and taking care of our European students. But yeah, for me, living in the city of Portsmouth has been special because it's a unique place. Lots of people actually don't know that Portsmouth is an island connected to the south coast by 3 roads in the north. So it's the only island city actually in the UK. And the university campus as well is special because it's right in the city centre. So everything is really close by. You don't need to take taxis, you don't need to take trains, you can walk from everywhere. Or, as I said, since we're an island, the city is completely flat. So we have quite a nice bicycle culture as well. For example, I'll cycle along the seafront from my house to the office on campus every morning, so I can't complain. Also, being in the south, from my point of view, having grown up in the north, in the south, the weather is noticeably better. We get more hours of sunlight per year. You always find it tends to be a few degrees warmer down here. And again, we do benefit from being well connected, not only to the UK, to London, but Portsmouth, as the name suggests, is a port city. So we are well connected to France, to Spain as well, by daily ferries leaving our ports, okay? And as I said about the city centre campus, this is really good because you have the bowling alley, the cinema, the bars, restaurants, everything within walking distance in the city of Portsmouth. With regards to international students joining us in September, the best airport to fly to is London Gatwick, because there's a direct train from there to our campus in 1 hour's time. So it's really easy to get from Gatwick to Portsmouth. If you're going into Heathrow, we do a student pickup service from our global office, where we come to Terminal 3 at Heathrow and pick students up over the course of 3 days. And that's quite a nice opportunity as well for students to start to mix and develop their networks with other international students that are all in the same situation, maybe a bit of a mix of excitement and anxiety maybe. So yeah, Heathrow or Gatwick are the best 2 airports to come to. All of our accommodation as well is in the city centre. So we have 10 buildings where students live. And you'll find typically you can walk to your lessons from your student halls in 3, 4, 5 minutes. So it's really easy to get around. Also, I want to mention before we move on a little bit about part-time work. So in Portsmouth, it's again a unique situation as compared to London, Manchester, Birmingham, the bigger cities. You will find, obviously, you might think bigger city, more opportunity. You'll find more universities in the bigger cities. In Portsmouth, we only have 1 university, so there are far fewer students competing for part-time jobs. We have a population of around 200,000, and out of that, again, something else that makes us special is that over 10% of the full city's population is just students. So it is a young, vibrant place with things happening all the time. And you can see the tower in this image, Spinnaker Tower, which is down by our port area. And down there's lots of bars, coffee shops, restaurants, which is really nice to sit out. I mean, at the moment, it's about 20 degrees outside. So we're enjoying the best of some of the weather from now right until maybe September or October, hopefully. Lots of students get part-time jobs down in that area as well, in some of the cafes and bars, just to earn a little bit of pocket money. And again, something that works really well for international students and part-time jobs, you'll be getting at least the minimum wage. So you're looking at maybe up to £7, £6.50, £7 an hour, as you would anywhere else. But the cost of living in Portsmouth is a lot less than living in your bigger cities. So yeah, your money does tend to go further. And if you're working part-time, 10 to 20 hours, if you're working up to 20 per week, you could be £600 upwards, depending on how much money you're earning. And that's just working in a bar, restaurant, or a store, doing something to earn some pocket money. And I mentioned 10 to 20 hours a week, as we don't necessarily recommend students doing any more than that. As an EU student, there are no restrictions on how much you work, but that said, coming to the university, we do prefer students to prioritize their studies, and working much more than those kind of recommended hours could be detrimental to your studies. Okay. So this is just one very quick slide for you guys to see some of the main statistics about the University of Portsmouth. I think the main one that stands out for me is the 97.5% of our graduates are working or in further studies. So that's people within 6 months of their graduation, they either continue studying, they go on to masters or onto a PhD after graduation, or within that 6 months, they find a graduate job. So again, that's well above the national average for UK universities. And it's something that we're very proud of. And what you'll find at the more modern universities is there's a really big focus on the employability rate. We want our students to be equipped with the practical skills in order to succeed, but we also do train students up into developing their CVs, giving them volunteer opportunities, giving students workshops on interview skills, so that as soon as you graduate, get the degree you want, you can get the job that you want. Because that's the end game. We want you to come to the university to be successful and get the job. Okay. And at the moment, we're currently 21st in the UK in the Guardian rankings. We have 5 faculties at the university, a business and law school. We have it's like an arts and media school. We call it the creative and cultural industries faculty. Humanities and social sciences, we have a science faculty, and technology, where we have our engineering schools, which we'll look at a little bit more in a moment. As I said, being a modern university, we do like to focus on the practical aspects. So apart from the engineering students who, as my colleague Karen mentioned earlier about entering the Formula One races and things, at the University of Portsmouth, again, on our mechanical courses, we have students that build the Formula One car, and they also tour around the UK entering various races. But not only that, something I would like to emphasize as well that I think really works well at the University of Portsmouth is our cross-faculty collaboration. So for example, students on engineering courses get to work with people from film and media, and they get to support each other. So we've had people come in and do projects on the civil engineering students, on the mechanical engineering students working on the Formula One cars from film production, and they've done documentaries on them, and it helps students to develop their network outside of those with whom they live, the people they study with, maybe people they have a part-time job with. The university really wants to create these solid intertwined networks across the faculties as well. And students really benefit from that post-graduation because it creates a more well-rounded individual. So now onto a little bit more about engineering at the university. So the roots of the University of Portsmouth went back in the day, 1869, when it was a polytechnic college initially established. It was made as a college to provide engineering training to those in the Royal Navy. And to this day, the city of Portsmouth is the home to the Royal Navy. Our courses are accredited by IET, IED, and the Institution of Mechanical Engineers as well. So although you'll be getting a really highly regarded UK degree, regardless of which bachelor's or master's degree you undertake, these special accreditations kind of give you that little bit extra when you're going in to get your graduate job afterwards. And it shows that the material and the way that it is delivered and the placement opportunities, the satisfaction of students, all these things, it shows that they've been accredited, they've been screened by an external body and add extra value to your degree. And speaking of the placements, we have special industry links with Airbus Defence and Space, Network Rail, Highways England, London Underground, Rolls-Royce, GE and Aviation as well. So if you're doing an undergrad or a master's degree, we have in every faculty a placements office, and they cannot give you a placement just on a plate. Here you go, eccolo. But we have these links and they're competitive, but we do prepare students as best possible through the teaching, through developing your CV, interview workshops, things like this, and giving you a practical hands-on experience so that you have the best chance to get these links, to get these placements, get paid for them, develop your network again outside of the university so that you can give yourself the best job prospects when you finish. So that's something that I think is really important for any prospective student to take into consideration when they're looking at the university. The three main schools we have within the Faculty of Technology have Energy and Electronic Engineering, Mechanical and Design, and then we have Civil Engineering as well. And we have, obviously, since this was the base of the university, the reason the university was established back in the day was engineering. So we do have a wide range of engineering courses throughout the university at foundation level, bachelor's, master's, and PhD. So it is really a university steeped in history, directly related to engineering. And I did mention the employability rate at the start of the presentation, but specifically pertinent to engineering students graduating, the employability rate is 93%, okay? And again, that's students finding work within 6 months or going on to further study within that 6 months. National student satisfaction surveys are really important as well, because although we have industry leading lecturers, the material, etc., the TEF Gold, the ranking, we want to know that our students are having a good experience. Students are happy with the lecturers, they're happy with the vibe on campus. So the fact that it's consistently above 90% every year is something, again, that I would recommend students to consider when looking at the university choices. Okay. So when I was looking at the presentation, I had seen that the majority of people that had registered for the webinar were postgraduate students or upcoming postgraduate students. I wanted to give a list of the most popular MSc, Master of Science courses that we have. Okay. And then again, we have the accreditation bodies there. TEF Gold, you may or may not have heard about. The Teaching Excellence Framework ranks all of the UK universities in gold, silver, or bronze. And it has a real focus on the teaching quality, the student survey, and the graduate outcomes as well, so people getting jobs, employability rate. And a lot of students are asking for a more transparent way rather than looking at the rankings, the traditional rankings that could be really heavily influenced by research output and kind of funding that universities acquire through getting research grants. So the government brought in the TEF, and they made it really easy for people to see who is gold, silver, bronze. And like I said, it has a real big focus on the teaching quality, on the student satisfaction and the graduate outcomes. So that's something you should consider going forwards. With regards to what you need from, academically, if you're going on to a postgraduate course, we would request 90 from the laurea. If you're going on to an undergrad course, we would be looking at around 75 from the esame di Stato, or 12 out of 15, or 7 di 10. If you're going on to engineering courses, which I assume you guys are who have tuned in today, we would be looking, there's 12 out of 15, 7 out of 10 is what we're looking for in mathematics specifically. So anybody going on to an engineering course, we obviously need the overall grade from your esame di Stato, but we need also a specific grade in mathematics, either 12 out of 15 or 7 out of 10. If you don't have that, or if you're close to that, you can speak to us and we'll see if there can be flexibility. If you are quite away off that, we can look at getting you onto one of our engineering foundation courses, which takes an extra year, but it will lead you into the degree, the bachelor's degree, and then you progress automatically and do your 3 years degree or 4 years with the work placement. Okay. If you're taking international baccalaureate, we're looking at a minimum of 26 overall with higher level maths. Okay, so I just wanted to leave there some of our social media tags. The main two I'd recommend checking out if you are considering Portsmouth and you want to have a little look, you want to see a bit more about the city. We do have students getting involved in quite a lot of our Facebook posts and our Instagram posts. Instagram is the same as our Facebook tag, so it's at UOP Global, University of Portsmouth Global. So I would recommend following those two accounts. We're also on Twitter, YouTube as well, has some interesting content about the university, the campus, some of our courses specifically. But also I've left my email there in case there's anything you would like to ask that you don't feel maybe comfortable asking on the webinar. Please feel free to get in touch this evening or tomorrow, or keep it for future reference. Very, very happy to help out. And again, guys, thanks for your time. I know we're in a really difficult situation at the moment. So hopefully the webinar so far has been interesting in some way for you guys, helpful as well. And I'm going to hand back over to Magda now as we'll be going to questions again. So grazie mille a tutti.
Thank you, Jonathan. It was very nice to hear you. So now, Karen, could you please also join us? We'll have Q&A questions and answer session. So if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to write the questions now. Okay, wait, I'm gonna turn on this mode. Yeah. So do you have master in civil engineering, and what are the requirements for Italians? Karen, would you like to go first?
So we do have, I was just double checking on our website. So we have in civil engineering, we have project and infrastructure management. We have structural engineering, water engineering, and flood and coastal engineering. So usually for the requirements,
for master, right?
Sorry?
For master degree. For
master's degree, yeah. That's what I say. So yeah, so for master's degree, those are the areas that we actually offer there. Extra requirements, good question. It was on my presentation. Hang on a second.
Jonathan, do you have civil engineering at Portsmouth?
Yes, we do. So you have MSc civil engineering, and we also have construction project management. To get onto either of those master's degrees, you would need an overall score from the laurea of 90. Okay, and then we will be looking for IELTS 6.0 with nothing below 5.5. We could also take Cambridge Advanced C1 if that's more. I think a lot of Italians like to take Cambridge Advanced, right?
Oh yeah? Oh, that's interesting. I had more IELTS. And Karen, how is it, the Brunel? What are the requirements?
So it would be 84 in the area. And again, it's the same. We accept IELTS, but obviously with offices closed at the moment, we will also accept the password, Duolingo, online tests, as well as we now have a Brunel English language test, which is online, and the information is on our website.
Okay, fantastic. So since we're talking about English exam, thanks, Karen. So Karen already told us that there is English exam online, which is very helpful, especially in those days. And how is it Portsmouth, Jonathan? Do you have online English exam?
Yes, so we are now accepting the online English test from TOEFL, TOEFL, which is like the American brother or sister of IELTS. So we're taking that, it's been confirmed. The university is also currently considering Duolingo and the new IELTS test that students can be taking at home. Within the next, hopefully by tomorrow, the next couple of days, I'm hoping we have confirmation, and I assume we will, because a lot of the sector is going ahead with them, so I'm assuming the university will.
Yes, ragazzi, you have to understand that now British universities, they're doing everything to support you, especially in this difficult moment. It's not difficult moment only for Italy, like whole Europe and actually the whole world. It's in this situation. But since we are working so close with British universities, we also try to give you the most information that it's possible about English exams. So you don't have to worry that you'll be left alone. We know that you cannot go now and do your IELTS exam in some offices or in the institutions. So don't worry, all the British universities are trying their best to help you. If you are worried about your English exam, please contact ELAB and we will try to figure out what English exam at your chosen university you can do. So don't worry. This is something where we are all in to get together in this. Okay, let's, Julia, I hope we answer your question. If you have some other questions, please write in a chat. And let's go to another question from Marta. I am already at the first year university engineering. May I enter in your university at second year? Thanks. So I think, Marta, is it in Italy? You are in the first university in Italy, or you're at some university in the UK already? In Italy, yeah. So Marta is at the first year of university here in Italy, engineering, and she would like to enter your universities directly at the second year. Is it possible, Karen, Brunel University London?
Yeah, so for the assessment or to be considered for a year two entry, what we would do is we would look at your high school results to see that you would have met our year one entry. And then we would need to review the transcript to then see what modules you've taken, where they're related to all modules, for us to transfer into year two. So it is possible, but it's just a little bit more of an assessment that needs to be made.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. Jonathan, how is it Portsmouth? Is it possible?
Yes, of course. I mean, would transcript of your modules or your courses that you have taken in first year, need to look at those, and they would be looking at if they match up to the same modules or courses that we have on our first year of the course. So we would need to make sure at least the core modules of our year one are similar to those that you have studied, Marta. And then they would be looking to ensure you have a comfortable pass rate on all of your courses that you have taken, to see that you're a strong student, that you're doing well and showing initiative. But yeah, it would go to the course leader. They would look at your transcripts, and then yeah, hopefully they would take a decision, in a positive decision, and take you on to year two. But if you'd like to talk more about that in more detail, I would say make an appointment with ELAB, and they'll definitely be able to help.
So I'm just going to repeat because, Jonathan, you were breaking a little bit. What I understood is that, yes, it is possible. And compare the models from your first year with the models of the first year of the University of Portsmouth. And then when the results will be similar, the university will accept it, then you'll be able to study at the second year at Portsmouth. Is that correct, Jonathan? Because you're breaking.
Hello.
Yeah, you there with us? Are you with us? Okay, Jonathan, I don't know if you can hear us.
I can hear you now. Yeah, it was lagging for a little bit. but I think it's fine.
So, okay, cool. So let's go to another question, if there is other question. How much? Okay, I have something here. How many hours lessons there is in a week? How are structured exams? 1 in 3 months or what? Thank you, Marco. How many lessons? Okay. Karen, would you like to go first?
Very good question. So each of the courses are varied in their lesson hours. I mean, normally lessons, I guess, structured usually sort of 15, 20 hours a week lesson times, but there's also self-study that needs to be taken place. So you have a combination when you're studying at university